A's Extra!
Back at Veterans Field for the East Division opener as the A's host the Harwich Mariners here in Game 4 of the Cape League season. It's time for the Manager Show. Josh Schaefer alongside Angler second-year manager Tom Holliday. Coach, you had your first off day yesterday, avoided the weather a little bit while some other teams thought they were going to play. What'd you do on your off day?
Kind of kept an eye on this field to see how bad it got, and I think, we kind of hung around together as a staff because I think last year at this time we really didn't have very many roster moves that we had to make, and we kind of circled the wagons yesterday and talked to all the guys that aren't here and found out who's coming and when, and so now we got kind of a couple target dates to shrink our roster, and it's going to be hard to do because I don't like sending guys home, but it's like you can only do so much. You got to keep the rules of the the temps and the regs and all that stuff. So come Monday, Tuesday next week, we're going to have to make some moves. So we talked about what personnel might be on the way out and if we could do something for them somewhere else.
What's your mindset and your communication like when it comes to shrinking your roster?
Well, obviously, you're going to have the number of catchers that you want to make this thing work. You'd like to get into the 5 outfielders, and we're going to have a surplus of infielders, maybe more than last year. So we may go 1 or 2 pitchers less than last year, and we're going to lose 2 guys to Team USA to the trials. We know we'll lose Torque for at least 3.5 weeks. So whether we lose Caraway or not, I'm not sure. But again, we got those 2 guys covered before and after. Of course, you're not going to get players of that caliber, but you just got to kind of keep an eye on that. And the catching thing is, as you can see, it's a concern, and don't want to catch one guy all the time. And finding out who that second catcher is it's kind of a puzzle right now. I mean, the guy that at LSU, Garza, was the guy that we really wanted, and when they got beat, we thought we were in, and he broke a toe. So waiting for a toe to heal is 3 or 4 weeks. So we're gonna just piece it together back there.
Your team struggled a little bit after off days last year. What did you learn as a first-year manager last year about getting your guys focused after off days, and how does that affect this year's team?
Well, I'll tell you, this off day came at a perfect time. I thought we had worn them down. I really felt like the game that we played the other night was probably our fault because we hit so much for 3-4 days in a row. And we had a bunch of slow bodies, slow bats working, and we get shut out, and it's going to happen because there's so many good arms here. But we were lethargic. Yesterday off, did them some good. We didn't bring anybody to hit, nobody to pitch. So I'm anxious today to see if we were right, that they needed a day off. And then you're going to play again tomorrow, and you're going to play a doubleheader Sunday. So they're going to get tested. And some of these guys haven't played this much baseball. Even in college, you don't play 4 days out of 5. I mean, you play 3, 2 days off, play a game. There's always a off day or 2 in the middle. So watching them, how they react today, I'll tell you tomorrow.
Georgia Tech's Luke Bartnicki is expected to be your number 2 pitcher today after ASU's R.J. Dabovich. He'll be the first pitcher this season that we'll see in 2 appearances. How eager are you to use pitchers for a second time or a third time as you go through your 3-pitcher, 3-inning system?
Well, we're going to stay with this for a while, and I liked it, the 4-4-1. I like that. We had a bunch of older pitchers last year. So now with maybe more younger guys, I like the 3-3-3. And we haven't had anybody except Jack Conlon go out and struggle, and Jack was just like really, really rusty. So, again, he needs his bullpen, and we need to get him back on the mound as quick as possible. But I can't wait to see these 3 guys tonight. I mean, Dabovich, we tried to get him last year, and Bartnicki, from what I saw the other night, is going to throw strikes and gives us a great split in between a power righty, a lefty, and then another power righty with Acker. So, I mean, we're anxious to see this one tonight.
Coach, appreciate your time, and good luck today against the Mariners.
Thank you. Take some luck. You know that.
The Anglers played the Mariners 8 times last season, twice in the playoffs, and won all 8 games against Harwich. We'll send things back up to Cooper Boardman for more.